The Supreme Court's conservative majority has been handing President Trump a handful of wins as his administration increasingly asks the justices to rein in lower federal district judges that have been blocking the president's policies. But despite that handful of wins, it has been a bit of a mixed bag. The dynamic really all depends on wherever two of the court's conservatives land, that being Justice Amy Coney Barrett, one of Trump's own appointees to the court, and Chief Justice John Roberts. The math to some extent is simple. When the three liberal justices in the minority can convince Roberts and Barrett to join them, the Trump administration loses. But when only one of them crosses over, the administration has been able to pull out a victory. Just take, for example, the last few cases that we've seen come out of the Supreme Court. Earlier this week, the Supreme Court handed the Trump administration a procedural win by lifting a judge's order that had blocked officials from using the Alien Enemies Act to swiftly deport migrants to El Salvador. Only Barrett crossed over to join the liberals in dissent, but with Roberts joining his conservative colleagues, they formed a majority of 5 and handed the Trump administration a win, at least for now. But just a few days before that, the dynamic was reversed, where it was Barrett in the majority and only Roberts crossed over to join the liberals in dissent as the Supreme Court agreed to the administration's request to block $65 million worth of teacher development grants. Now, despite this litany of decisions that we've seen coming down from the High Court in recent days, it's not over yet. The Trump administration still has several requests at the Supreme Court asking them to get involved. They've asked them to lift a judge's order that it would require officials to return a man from El Salvador who was wrongfully deported. They have requests to lift nationwide injunctions that had been blocking the president's plans to restrict birthright citizenship. And in the latest request, which was just filed this week, they have asked the Supreme Court to allow Trump to fire 2 independent agency leaders, which sets up a key test of presidential power. Now, these aren't normal cases. These are emergency applications that the justices could handle and rule on at any time. And whenever they land, we'll have full coverage at thehill.com.